Welcome to Easy to Love Yoga with Shanna. Thank you so much for joining me today for this chair yoga class. We are going to use a yoga strap during class, so if you don't have a yoga strap, please use a men's necktie. It will do nicely. Let's come seated forward in our chair, just the glutes on our chair, hamstrings off the chair, nice 90-degree bend at our knees and our feet nice and flat on the floor. Let's take a moment now to focus on our posture, sitting nice and tall, lengthening the spine, imagining the crown of the head rising towards the ceiling. Taking a moment to roll our shoulders to the back of the room, releasing any tension we might be holding in the shoulders. Changing direction and now rolling the shoulders to the front of the room. One more forward roll. Just make sure that your yoga strap or necktie is not too close to your neck. It's resting nicely on your shoulders. And then place your hands wherever they land comfortably on your legs. Still focusing on sitting nice and tall, let's close our eyes for a moment and bring our awareness to our breath. Noticing as we inhale, the chest rises and then the belly rises. And as we exhale, the belly falls and then the chest falls. Notice for the next 5 rounds of breath. Bring your awareness now to the crown of your head. Let's scan our bodies from the crown of our head all the way down to our toes, noticing any areas we need to be mindful of during this practice. So any aches or sprains that we might have, any past surgeries that could interfere with our practice, just anything at all. Please take note that it's best to always stay safe in class. So if you find that there's a pose we're doing that doesn't feel comfortable to you, remember you do not need to do that pose. Completing the scan of our body and bringing our awareness once again to our breath for our 4 square breathing practice. Let's begin with an inhale through the nose of 4, 3, 2, 1. Retain your breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale through the nose. 4, 3, 2, 1. Retain the emptiness. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, relax your shoulders. Retain. Exhale. Retain. Inhale, notice your posture. Retain. Exhale. Retain. Final round, inhale, retain, exhale, retain. Returning to your regular breath and just notice that you're breathing deeply. Let's keep our eyes closed here and our shoulders relaxed. Let's lower our head forward slightly. We're just going to gently rock our head towards the right shoulder across the front of the body, back through the center towards the left shoulder, again towards the right, and to the left, to the right, to the left. And this time when we come to center, we're going to pause there and gently lift the head, keeping the eyes closed. Let's lower the right ear towards the right shoulder, gently stretching the left side of the neck. One more breath. Return to center. And this time lowering the left ear towards the left shoulder, stretching out the right side. One more breath. Returning to center. Lifting the chin as if you were gazing at the ceiling, keeping the shoulders relaxed, stretching the front of the neck. One more breath. Return to center. And this time drawing the chin in towards the chest, stretching the back of the neck, keeping the shoulders relaxed. One last breath here. Return the head to center and open the eyes. Let's roll out the wrists in one direction, keeping them mobile. We spend a lot of time on our phones and on our computers, just giving the wrists and the hands and the forearms a little love. Let's roll in the other direction. Beautiful. Let's bring our hands to heart center. We're going to lock our elbows into our body, interlace your fingers, make a really nice tight fist. We're going to focus on moving the hands in a circle, isolating the forearms and the hands and wrists. Let's do 2 more in this direction, and then pause, and let's do the same thing in the other direction. Always working on balance. What we do in one direction, we always do in the other in yoga. Let's do 2 more of these. And coming back to heart center. Now let's open up our fingers and just bring the fingers to the fingertips and the palms of the hands together. And I want you to really press against each other, both of the hands firmly pressing into each other. Really feel the exchange of energy here. 1 more breath. Now I want you to relax your left hand and press upon it with your right hand. You're going to feel a nice stretch in the lower part of the left wrist. Holding for 5 rounds of breath. 1 more breath. And let's come to center. This time relax your right hand and press upon it with your left. Again, looking for that nice stretching sensation in the lower right palm. 1 more breath. Let's return to center, keeping the fingertips and the palms of the hands firmly pressed against each other. Let's bring those fingers forward, lifting those elbows slightly. Now we're going to turn those fingers towards us, keeping the palms and the fingers firmly pressed together. Bringing the fingers forward. And bringing the fingers towards the body. Coming back to our starting position and just gently shaking out the hands. Beautiful. Let's grab the chair with our right hand. Bring that left hand overhead. Imagine you're reaching for the ceiling. Feel the side body energize as the rib cage is lifting. And we're gently going to come into a side bend. Looking up through the fingers, let's hold for 4 rounds of breath. Let's draw that hand overhead once again, reaching for the ceiling. And now let's change sides. Opposite hand reaches for the ceiling, feeling the rib cage lifting. And let's come into that nice side bend as we gaze up at the ceiling. 4 breaths. Once again, reaching overhead for the ceiling. And now flowing that side bend from side to side. Let's do 8 singles. Moving from side to side at your own pace. Going as deep as you'd like in that side bend. Last 2. And come seated nice and tall in the chair once again. Beautiful. So roll the shoulders to the back twice more, and then to the front twice. Just releasing any tension we might be holding. Let's take our left hand to our right knee, our right hand behind us on the chair. I want you to think about tall posture here as you exhale and twist and look over the shoulder, holding for 8 rounds of breath. – 2 more rounds of breath here. Slowly unwind and come seated forward once again. This time right hand to left knee, left hand on the chair, sitting nice and tall, and then exhale, twist, look over the shoulder, 8 rounds of breath. One more breath here. Gently release, coming forward. Now we're going to take that strap or that necktie off of our shoulders, and we're going to place it down by our knees, just a little bit, holding it a little bit wider than knee width apart. We're going to do some cow and cat breath using the strap. So starting in cow, we're going to inhale as we lift our gaze, lift our arms, and allow our belly to come forward, hence the name cow. And as we exhale, arch your back towards the back of the chair like a cat and draw the strap down to the knees. Let's inhale to cow, looking up, belly forward. Exhale to cat, arching the back, strap down. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Let's do 2 more of these. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. One more time. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Beautiful, sitting nice and tall once again. Now let's take that strap slightly in front of the body, elevated in front of our gaze, so we can look through the strap to the ceiling. We're thinking about lengthening the spine here, so sitting nice and tall, and we're going to engage in some gentle twisting. So on your next exhale, looking through the strap, gently twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, center, and hold. Widen the grip on the strap. Nice wide grip. Strap is still nice and tight here. Still focused on a tall spine. Nice lengthened posture. And let's exhale, twist right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center, and last one, exhale, left. Inhale, center, and pause. Keeping that nice wide grip on the strap. This time, as we exhale, lower the right hand, look up through the left. Inhale to center. Exhale and lower. Inhale, center. Exhale, lower. Inhale, center, and last one, exhale, lower. Inhale, center. Beautiful. Let's bring that strap down to our legs and just leave it there for a moment. Let's draw one arm across the body, keeping the shoulders relaxed, support under the elbow, just a little stretch here. Now let's take that hand and bring it to the shoulder, supporting under the elbow, elbow pointing to the ceiling and close to your head. One more breath here. Let's relax and change sides. Draw the arm across the body. Relax the shoulder. Support under the elbow. Let's take that hand nice and high. Touch down to the shoulder. Support under the elbow, close to the head, pointed upwards. One more breath. And let's slowly release. We're going to take that strap now. We're going to bring both ends of the strap and the sole of the left foot. We're going to take both ends of the strap into our left hand. So now we have our left foot in the strap, the ends of the strap in our left hand. Our right hand is free to grab the chair to help support us with posture. So think about a tall spine here and engaging the muscles in your abdominals and low back to hold you upright as we lift the leg, flexing the foot in the strap, slight bend at the knee, and we're going to extend out to the side and hold right here for our inner thigh and groin stretch. But you're also going to feel the quads engage, holding your leg up against gravity. Let's add a little bit of movement to the leg. Let's draw forward and back out to the side, isolating the movement in just the leg and the hand holding the strap. So trying to keep the middle body nice and still. This time when we get out to the side, let's hold here and add a pulse. Use the strap as a lever. One more. And pause. Let's draw the leg forward. We're going to move into our figure 4 pose. So we're going to grab the strap halfway. We're going to bring the foot across the opposite knee. Now there's 3 versions of figure 4. You can have your lower leg 90-degree bend. You can have that foot extended a little bit forward on the mat to give yourself a little more room, or you can actually take your foot slightly under the knee and hold the strap at your ankle and at your knee. So choose the figure 4 that feels most comfortable for you today. Remember, the foot in the strap is flexed to protect the bent knee, and let's exhale and lower towards the legs until we can feel the stretch in the hip. We're going to hold for 10 rounds of breath, so breathe deeply. We're halfway through. If you'd like a little intensity in your stretch, lower a little closer to the legs. One more breath here. Let's gently rise up. Strap into both hands. Allow that foot to come down to the ground, and let's bring the other foot into the strap. So now the right foot is in the strap. Both ends of the strap are in the right hand. That frees the left hand up to grab the chair to help support posture. Nice tall spine here. Remember, we're trying to engage the muscles in the abdominals and the low back to hold us upright. Let's pick up the leg, slight bend at the knee, and go right into that inner thigh and groin stretch, keeping the middle body nice and erect. Now let's add some movement, drawing the foot forward and out to the side. Remember, just the arm and the leg using the strap are moving here, so the torso is very still. On the next movement, let's hold out to the side, add that pulse. Use the strap as a lever. One more pulse and pause. Let's draw the leg forward, getting ready for our figure 4. Remember your 3 options. Let's grab that strap. Bring that foot across the opposite knee. Remember, that foot can come more forward, or that knee can drop just below. The foot can drop just below the knee. So ready for your posture here. Let's exhale and lower towards the legs, feeling the stretch in the hip. Remember, always keep the foot in the strap flexed to protect the knee on top. Breathing deeply for 10 rounds of breath. We're halfway through. If you want to intensify your stretch, lower closer to the legs. One more breath here. Beautiful. Gently rise up. Let's bring the strap into both hands as we allow that foot to come down to the earth. We're just going to take our strap, bring it around the arm of our chair just so it's out of the way. Bring those feet, make sure they're a nice 90-degree bend at the knees and those feet are nice and flat. We're just going to take our hands and bring them to our waist. We're going to circle the hips in one direction, just noticing if there's any tension in the low back or the hips that we can release. Just bringing our awareness to those sensations in the body. One more in this direction. We're going to pause, and now let's do those circular movements in the opposite direction. And one more in this direction. Beautiful. And come seated in the center. Now let's grab the chair with both hands. Let's pick up one foot and roll out the ankle in one direction. Taking a look at your foot, making sure it's a nice circular movement that you're making. Changing directions, rolling the other way. And let's now turn this into a point and a flex. Point, flex. One more time. Point and flex. Setting that foot down. Let's pick up the other foot and roll out the ankle. Again, making sure it's a nice circular movement. If it's not, this is something you can practice to try to bring range of motion back into this area. Let's roll the other way. Once again, making sure it's a nice circular movement. And now point and flex. Point, flex. One more time. Point and flex. Setting that foot down, making sure you're comfortable, glutes on the chair, 90-degree bend at the knees. Now we're just going to leave our hands on our hips. We're going to do a little bit more work for our feet today. Some of those fine muscles in the feet need a little bit more work. So we're going to start with some toe taps. So our heels are going to be rooted into the ground, and we're going to be pivoting on the heels. So we're going to start with the toes tapping center in, center out, center in, center out, center in, center out, and really make a nice tapping sound with those toes. Really put some effort into it. As you lift the toes, we're giving the shins a little bit of work here. Really make that thumping noise with the toes. Center in, center out, center in, center out. Let's do one more set. And let's pause. Let's bring the feet in slightly, maybe an inch closer to you. And now we're going to root the toes into the mat. So we're going to pivot on the toes, and it's going to be the heels doing the thumping. So once again, it's center in, center out, center in, center out, center in, center out. Keep it going. Really try to make an effort to make those heels thump down onto the mat. Keep it going. Center in, center out, center in, center out. Let's do a couple more. Last one. Beautiful. Now we're just going to bring those feet so our knees are at that 90-degree bend once more. We're going to take one foot and we're going to extend it out. And we're going to take both hands and glide them down that leg as we try to keep a straight spine. We're going to reach as far down as we can, keeping a straight spine. Now if that means you just grab onto your calves, that's perfectly okay. If you can reach your ankles, or if you can even just bring one hand to the tips of the toes and maybe place the other hand on top. Think about that lengthened spine, slight bend in the knee to protect the hamstrings, getting a nice stretch in the back of the leg, into the glutes. One more breath. Let's glide the hands back up that leg. Let's bring that foot back, and now we're going to extend the opposite. And once again, we can start with both hands. Gliding down, thinking about that lengthened spine, nice straight back. Reaching for the toes if you can, and bringing the other foot resting on top. Still thinking about that lengthened spine, slight bend at the knee. One more breath. Allow the hands to glide up slowly, and bring that foot back to center. Now we're just going to bring our feet slightly forward. Toes are just slightly coming off of the mat. We're going to come down onto our elbows. We're going to take one hand and bring it directly overhead. And I want you to look through those fingers. We're going to do this for 6 rounds of breath. One more breath. Let's slowly rotate that elbow down to the knee. Let's do the other side. Other hand directly overhead, looking through the fingers, 6 rounds of breath. One more breath. Rotate down. Now let's do 6 singles at your own pace. As soon as you're looking through the fingers, you can rotate down and do the other side. Last 2. And now both elbows are resting on your legs. Now I want you to take one hand and I want you to just reach up and over and look under the armpit towards the wall. Let's hold here for 4 rounds of breath. One more breath. Let's bring that elbow back down to the knee, and let's do the same thing on the other side. Take that arm up and over, look under your armpit towards the wall, 4 rounds of breath. Last breath. Let's bring those elbows down to the knees, Slowly glide the hands back up the legs. Bring those feet in. Once again, knees are at that 90-degree bend. Let's close class today with a few more rounds of cow and cat breath. So bringing your palms to your sides, shining forward. Let's inhale into cow, reaching up as we gaze up and allow the belly to come forward. And as we exhale to cat, arch the back to the back of the chair. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. We'll do just one more. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Sitting nice and tall once again. Let's inhale, bring those arms overhead. I want you to draw your palms in together. Slowly lower them down to heart center, rooting that thumb into the chest. Close your eyes. Bring your awareness once again to the crown of your head. And let's do a scan of our body from the crown of our head down to our toes. Just noticing the sensations in your body, bringing awareness to the sensations. How are you feeling after this practice today? Completing the scan of the body and bringing your awareness once again to your breath. Noticing that you're still breathing deeply and you're noticing the belly rise on the inhale. I'd like to thank all of you for sharing your energy in this practice today and for taking this mindful time for self-care. It's so important fitting self-care into your everyday life. The light within me humbly bows to the light within each of you. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone, for participating in class today. If you're a regular subscriber, thank you for supporting my free YouTube channel. And if you're not a subscriber, I encourage you to subscribe now and tell your friends about this free channel so they can also benefit from this practice. And until next time, have a fantastic day.